Hi guys. You know, I didn't have it on my 2025 bingo card that one of my most anticipated games for this year would actually be a kart racing game. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. To be honest, I barely heard anything about this until like the last week, and I hadn't given it very much attention. I looked at the trailers and I was like, it looks okay. And then I saw the trailer at Gamescom, and it had the collaborations and such in it. And as someone with a child who's been crying out very loud for Mario Kart World and a Nintendo Switch 2, it piqued my interest certainly. While Mario Kart World has the slower looking gameplay with the simpler looking tracks mixed with the boring intermission tracks that the community has been doing their best to avoid since release, despite Nintendo's continuous updates and best efforts to actually force you to do them. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds has a super fast gameplay with one of the most interesting gimmicks that I've actually seen in a long time. Reminiscent of like Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. When you're going to complete your first lap, a warp ring will appear and you can choose where you want to go. Whether you want to bob and weave your way away from dinosaurs in an ancient world, or you avoid the giant tentacles of a giant octopus as it destroys a pirate ship in the middle of a crazy storm, there's always something different and new to keep you interested in the races the whole way through. And honestly, I had an absolute blast playing this on the open network test, and I was always on the edge of my seat playing as the in-race music is exceptional, and it really keeps you in the game. The customization of vehicle parts is also a great touch. Well more in depth than Mario Kart World, and certainly even more in depth I would say than Mario Kart 8. You can piece different parts of your car or your hoverboard together like you're making Lego. It's really great, and it's in depth enough that you'll always be able to be like sort of experimenting with different styles. You can add decals, you can change colours, wheels, you have all those things there, and they also affect the way the stats of your car, how they drive, and all that sort of stuff. So there's a lot to really sink your teeth into in terms of customization for the vehicles. Me, I just I let my daughter just shoot away, and she played the game for like 2 hours just making cars. She didn't even do any races. She just wanted to make cool cars, and it made her so happy. So one of the places I think this game is going to really shine is the characters. That's like a whole other thing, and if you want characters, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds definitely has them. You have your expected characters like Sonic, Tails, Knuckles and Shadow, to even lesser known characters in the Sonic universe, certainly ones I hadn't really heard of like Zaz and Omega and SPO, and each character has even their own stats and their own like in-game stats, and it shows you that. You can actually look at it, whereas it's not like Mario Kart where you can't see necessarily which one's a super heavy or which one has better boost power or better handling. You can see that with these characters, and you can make your informed choice from that, as well as combining your vehicles, which really leads to something, again, more in depth, more customization, and more about like you want to play how you want to play, so go and play that way. And that's what most people want when they play games these days. And look, don't even get me started on the guest characters coming. There is already confirmed Joker from Persona 5, Yakuza Ichiban Kasuga, I think it is, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, and something called Hatsune Miku, which upon looking it up, it was a music artist. So if that's your sort of thing, they're going to be in this game as raceable characters. As well as that, they've also confirmed future collaborations with Minecraft, and we've seen already Steve, Alex and a creeper driving a minecart through Minecraft race courses, so that certainly looks awesome. They have also confirmed Pac-Man, and you can play as Pac-Man, the ghosts, and there's Pac-Man race courses. And then they just confirmed, I think this is the most recent one, where they confirmed SpongeBob SquarePants, where you have SpongeBob and you have Patrick there who are raceable, and also another course where you are in SpongeBob's almost universe. You're at I can't remember the name of the place, but let me know. I can't remember where he's from. Bikini Bottom, my bad. So, and you'll probably see the clip anyway playing as I'm talking. I'm especially looking forward to playing as a creeper in the minecart, just bobbing and weaving away from the Ender Dragon. That looks pretty damn cool. Also confirmed coming in the game with the Season Pass is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Avatar. So there is always going to be just lots coming, and if that's Season 1, what are they going to put in this game for Season 2? It's going to be crazy. Like, what other guest characters can you put in this? Will we even see a Mario cameo? Because we've already had Sonic and Mario at the Olympics, so will they even dare to bring Mario to a kart game other than his own? That would be interesting to say the least. One of the gameplay features I really enjoyed was the rival system that they have in the races. It's like, at the start of the race you get assigned one character and he's like your main rival. And it keeps, again, it's all about keeping the races interesting. You're not just racing on a track, there's much more going on than just that. You have, like, the characters are having verbal jabs at each other before the start of each race. The typical Sonic banter back and forth whenever you take over your rival or you hit him with the mighty. Even little callback stuff before, like when Sonic hits Shadow, he says something along the lines of like, remember when I hit you before, or something like that, and Shadow obviously says, I'll get you back. You know, it's interesting. And one of the things as well I noticed about the AI certainly is, unlike in Mario Kart where the same AI characters almost finish in the same positions in the races, these guys just finish wherever. I've been in a race and I've watched the guy one like Robotnik finish last place, and in the second race finish in second, and in the third race finish first. It's just completely random, and that keeps the game, it keeps it interesting, and rather than it just being monotonous and automatic when you're just racing AI. Yes, there is the multiplayer, but you know, having a good AI there, a good racing AI to keep you interested in the game in that way as well, can't not be good, you know. Multiplayer wise, I didn't see many issues with lag or connection. A couple of times it was like, you know, jolting forward or backwards, but there was never any issue with people teleporting that much. Certainly during the time period that I was playing online. The races have this mode in it called Festival Mode, where it was like celebrating the fact that you can now play as Joker from Persona 5. So they had a Festival Mode where every hour the races would refresh and you'd have a new different rule set or gimmick. Like some of them were like, what team, it split you into teams of 4, and then it said, oh, this race here, the team with the most flips in the race wins. The team with the most rings grabbed wins. Again, keeping it interesting, keeping it but simple at the same time. That's the interesting thing. It's keeping it interesting and simple without overdoing it, and that's way more interesting than anything I've seen so far in any other racing game. So as you're watching this gameplay, this was me recording on Twitch, okay? So the bit rate wasn't great. There's a few little bits of blurriness here and there you can see, but the game looks gorgeous. Absolutely nice. The cars sound good, and the music is amazing, honestly. Like when you're racing and then you get to that last lap and it just the music crescendos into a big like celebration that you're on the last lap. It really puts you in the game, and I'm not someone who sits there and like really falls into the, oh, I'm really in this world, but this actually did make me feel like I'm part of this game right now and I'm having fun. And when the release date of 25th of September comes, look, I'm going to be in pole position to grab my controller and get off the blocks early. The online network tests seem to have been a great success and put more eyes on this. To be honest, dare I even say it? Yeah, I'll say it. This game is, I would say, this game will be better than Mario Kart World. Unless Nintendo get their head out of their asses and start listening to their community about that game. Because at the moment they are they're digging their heels in regarding a lot of things and issues that the fan base has with Nintendo. So my final thoughts on the game, I think you could tell I'm all for it. I love it. I thought it was absolutely amazing. Sound design on point, cars customization great, amazing characters. I'm a Tails guy, so I'm happy. Voiced really well. The characters are voiced very good. Tracks are interesting, although let's just say maybe after the 400th time round the track, maybe I will be a bit bored. Who knows? But certainly the warp system, it keeps the game interesting, and I'm really excited to see what they pull off with this game. especially with their DLCs and their collaborations that they're actually pulling out. Like, if it, you know, it would shock the world, I think, if they brought Mario into the actual game. So final thoughts are positive. I'm looking forward to this on September 25th, and hopefully I'll see you guys on the race course. And guys, this has been my first ever review on any game ever, so clearly I'm high on it. So hopefully you have fun with it too. And I would really like to see this game get the love and attention it certainly deserves, because the guys that made this at Sega, they have done a great job. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll leave you some gameplay. Thank you guys, and take care. If you have any comments, comment below. Are you going to get this game? I know I am. Anyway, see you later. I'll be on the track.
Increasing hostility parameters. graceful_loss.exe not found.